Are you working really hard on your guitar playing, but you feel like you're not quite getting there with your solos? You've got a few scales under your belt, but you can't quite get it together and figure out how these players manage to turn a list of notes into an amazing sounding solo? Well, in this series of videos, I'm going to show you some ideas and ways of thinking and things that you can do to help get you going along that road. There's a few videos in the series and they're all aimed at improving guitar players. And when I say improving guitar players, I mean guitar players that are at the point where they really want to start pushing their soloing on and find out how it's actually done. Well, you're in the right place because this is where I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. In the last video, we looked at taking a simple rhythmic idea and using that to give us some structure and some purpose in our solos. In this one, we are looking at repeating ideas and we're looking at sequences. So, the first thing I want you to think about doing is playing something very simple and then playing it again and again and again. Now, the simplest thing you can play again and again and again is one note. And can you actually play a solo by playing one note again and again and again? Well, if the chords are moving against it, yeah, you can probably get away with it. You won't get away with it very much, but you can get away with it. And there's nothing wrong with just ending on a note and playing a note a few times. So think about that. You can play one note several times and you've got an idea. The next thing you can do after one note obviously is two notes. So let's try two notes on the same string. Let's go for the first string. We're going to go in A minor pentatonic scale. So on our first string we've got the 5th fret and we've got the 8th fret that we can use. Let's make an idea with them. Let's go descending, which means down, and we'll just do... There's one repeating idea. Okay, you can repeat that again and again and again. It becomes a sequence when you move that idea. So we can move it any way we like and it's still a sequence. What you can do that makes it nice and easy and guitaristic is take it across the strings in that position. There you've got a sequence. We can do an ascending idea. That's enough. You could actually go, and when you sequence it across the strings, you've got quite a workable idea. There's nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, you'll probably find a lot of people using exactly that. The other thing we can do, we can take more than one string and we can play the same thing across two strings. So, sequence it to the next pair, to the next pair, and we're getting those repeated ideas and moving them around 20-minute sequences. Okay, let's try one with 3 notes. 3 notes gets a little bit interesting because of the way it splits up across the beat. In a beat, you normally have a note on the beat, a note off the beat. Note on, note off. Or you have what we call semiquavers or 16th notes, where there's 4 notes into a beat. But if you've got 3 notes, you've got to start dividing them up differently, and we put them into a triplet. A triplet is just 3 notes in the space of one beat. In this case, I'm going to play the 8th fret on the first string, 5th fret on the first string, and then the 5th fret on the second string. So you can have a sequence that goes like this. Try it backwards. Try it on the next string across. If you feel like getting flash, then you can do it twice in a beat and play sextuplets. How about 4 note ideas? Okay, a pair of strings. We're going to start on the 5th, then the 8th, then the 5th, then the 8th on the 1st and 2nd strings respectively. So we're going to go like that. There's an idea. Try on the next pair of strings. Next pair. Then when you start stringing these together, you're starting to put together much more sophisticated ideas. Get it? Alright, I'm going to skip 5 note ideas and we're going to go into 6 note ideas. And this is a great one. It goes from the 8th fret on the first string, 5th, then 8th fret on the second string, back to the 5th on the first, 8th on the second, and then 5th on the second. And it transfers across the strings just like that as well. Okay, if you've learned your scale patterns across the whole neck and up and down, then you can move these patterns up and down as well. And then you can move them across the strings any way you like. Practice them all over the neck. Practice them slowly to start with. Use a metronome and you'll do great. I've actually got a book on sequences, so if you follow the link below, there's a lot of sequences in there. There's some easy ones and there's some sophisticated ones, but follow the link, you'll find a book. Okay, if you've enjoyed the video, if you got something from it, if it made sense to you, then don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell and all of those things, and check out some of the other videos. See you next time. Cheers!